But did Matthew Stafford prove anything to y'all with the Super Bowl win?
I think he may get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's not.
I think so. Look at the numbers. And that was with a bad organization. You don't think that they're going to be in contention for the next 2-3 years? I didn't say the favorite, but they're going to be in contention.
That's how we're not talking about. We're talking about as it stands. If he retired today, would he make it?
It'd be very questionable.
He would not. How many Pro Bowls have Matthew?
He's
Stafford
only been to
to?
uno. Same amount as Jamar Chase.
He don't deserve. He may get in, but he don't deserve the Pro Bowl right now.
You mean Hall of Fame?
I mean Hall of Fame. Yeah.
No. I feel you. I don't think because he hasn't won enough. But that I think what this Super Bowl proves, it wasn't his fault. For the record,
I can't even say that.
I won't go that far. I would just say that if you put him around talent, he's gonna win.
Yeah. And well, that kind of
goes into
what people say.
No. I'm saying like that's any like we've seen that with other
over half the
quarterbacks.
league. That's the thing, and I'm not saying I'm not knocking it, and I am gonna say, congratulations them for winning.
No,
you got to say that. But what I'm saying is,
okay,
if you put on a team like that, and you got the talent that he got, it's so much. You can say that for a number of quarterbacks you can put on that team, and they win those championships.
And my thing is as far as I think I'm just saying this. I'm sure you can correct me if I'm wrong. With his talent level, we all talked about his talent level. You put him on a great team. Same reason why when Brady went to the Bucks, everybody's like, "Oh, they Super Bowl bound." Because the talent level based off of that team already constructed, it should.
I think there's only a handful of quarterbacks that could do what he did in this postseason.
But there's still a handful. There's still other options.
That's
my thing is this: like the whole time I've been asking about the Stafford shit is not more so about like the fact of like him not being talented enough to win. It's the fact of will he overcome those flaws that people have always seen?
Wait, hold on. But the reason, okay, how can we not come to a conclusion that the reason why he didn't win in Detroit was because Detroit was devoid of talent? And if they're devoid of talent, that means that the front office did not do what they had to do. And if the front office doesn't do what they have to do, that means that it's a bad organization because they haven't won.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
I would agree with that. Talent, coaching, just organization, period.
Because the one time he had a coach, they went to the playoffs. He cut down on turnover.
Yeah.
The one time.
My thing is this, though. He's the least scrutinized number one overall QB ever.
Yeah.
Because of the situation.
We don't ever criticize like for 12 years he was in Detroit. It was never his fault. That's what I'm saying.
No. But to me, he outplayed his talent. The man was throwing for 45.
But he had
yards.
Calvin Johnson.
And this is something I think about when I think about him too. And I promise y'all, I was trying to put a lot of thought into this because I was like, I want to make sure that I'm expressing it correctly. He has a lot of talent, but on a team like he had this year, the same thing I said about Jalen Ramsey, I can say about Matthew Stafford. You can take a lot more risk. Matthew Stafford threw for 20 interceptions this year. That's more than Aaron Rodgers
17.
did. 17 plus. I was talking about. That's
the playoffs,
regular season, and the playoffs is more than that. But that's more than Aaron Rodgers had in 4 years.
Aaron Rodgers is risk averse, though.
Yes, but very.
But what I'm saying is
because he don't want to throw interceptions to protect
because
his
he can't.
He does it to protect his numbers too.
He does that too.
But I'm just saying. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
But the only reason I was saying is what you got on the other side. So I can take those chances because I know these guys are gonna make up for it on the other side.
I sort of disagree with that, only because Matthew Stafford has in his career typically been a gunslinger.
Yep. Always.
So, he's and I think he told Orlowski this because I watched First Take, hear what they had to say. And he said, I make certain throws because I can and you can't.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I mean, I have the talent. So I think that's why you would see him do that.
Boy, he talking hella shit now, boy.
Well,
but I'm saying
it's true.
That's true. No, but the thing is that Matt Stafford has always been able to back it up, but it didn't translate to wins because it was too much against him that he had to overcome. But he still put up numbers. So what does that say?
But I'm talking
that's not on him.
We're talking about I'm only doing this criticism shit on Stafford based off the Hall of Fame conversation, not based off of who he is as a player. Yeah, he did a great. Yeah, I was the one that was saying like, look, I don't think I picked the Rams to get to the Super Bowl. So I was like, I think based off that trade, I was like, this shit is like, bro, they gonna be good. My thing is more of like, all right, now we going a little bit too far with, bro. One Pro Bowl, one title, and he literally just got that title 2 days ago.
But you know what?
Hours
there's quarterbacks that made the Hall of Fame without a title.
Who? I mean, what quarterbacks?
Marino. But they have other accolades and awards to go along with those.
He got MVP,
and
though,
they
right?
perform.
He doesn't have MVP.
So,
I mean, honestly, I'm looking at his stats now.
They're up there, bro.
No, they're good stats. I'm talking about like just the interceptions. Like his first couple of years, he was bad. He threw 20 as a rookie. He got hurt in his second year. Third year, 16. Fourth year, 17. And fifth year, 19. After that, it was 12, 13, 10, 10, 11, 5, and 10. And then he got to 17 this year. So I think his reputation of throwing a lot of interceptions happened within the first 5 years.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So
that's
year,
still a lot of interceptions throughout the years.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot throughout the years. And like I said, this year it was a high number. But you still, like I said, you looking at it, you looking at like you led the league in interceptions, but you're in the Super Bowl. This kind of year was a little off, and it was a little different like that. And we talked about it earlier. The hottest team gonna get there. And
yeah,
that's
I wonder.
What this was.
And somebody mentioned this on this panel that, and I will have to go look, that some of those interceptions may have been trying to work OBJ into the offense. You know, because most of those happened in the second half of the season. He was pretty clean for the most part throughout the first half before he got there. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I don't really care all that much. I know he just threw him and he had a bad
that may
run.
mean something, but that game in the Super Bowl was like, bro, what was that interception of Jesse? Like Jesse basically
that was
a
what okay.
Well, you know what that was?
What?
That was basically a punt.
Well, to a degree, but you know what though, Ken? When I watched that play, an elite wide receiver would have readjusted and made a better play for that ball.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because Matt Stafford didn't put all on it, but he put enough on it to, go get that. It's a 50-50 ball, bro. Go get that. Go make a play on that.
And it's also, you're not in field goal range. It's third and a mile. It's inconsequential to anything because if it's incomplete, if it's PI, if it's picked off, or, you're going to have to give it up one way or the other.
100% to all of that. But again, this goes to the talent that's going over there to receive it. I'm just saying, if we playing the if game, if that was OBJ, that's a different outcome. It's either incomplete or OBJ makes a spectacular catch.
I don't know.
Jesse basically top 5 safety.
I think
he fell off too, though.
I think he was just like, at this point, at this stage where I'm at, it don't hurt to throw this.
100%.
It was just Van fucking Jefferson.
That interception didn't hurt. The second interception wasn't his fault. Hit wide receiver right on the hands. You know what I'm saying? And then Buddy was right there. But at the end of
a guy that came in cold, who's probably not used to running routes. And there, a lot of these things are timing when it comes to receivers. Prior to that, though, the man had 6 touchdowns to 1 interceptions the whole playoff run until the Super Bowl. So he played a pretty clean Super Bowl. Playoffs.
So if they get to another Super Bowl, they win next year. Then
if you get two, you in. I'm just talking about the one title and the one. It's just like, bro, he literally just got this house. Nobody was saying Hall of Fame before that.
100%. And I'm not saying he's guaranteed Hall of Fame. I'm just saying you got to put him in the conversation now because the numbers are going to support it, and the man has a Super Bowl.
He's in the conversation once he gets 2.
I don't know. I think these are one of these conversations that pop up after. If golf would have won it in this fucking Super Bowl, they would have been talking about Hall of Fame. I think that one of the most unfortunate things, kind of going back to what you're saying, FIFO, is that he was stuck in Detroit for most of his career. We don't know what his career could have been if he would have been with a better organization with better talent. We got a chance to get a peek at it, but, at the end of the day, we know that golf wouldn't have been able to do this. We know that golf wouldn't have been able to make 3 game-winning drives, with the game on the line. Stafford has a history. There's a stat that he has a history of making comebacks. It's just it's part of who he is. So as long as they kept that game close, and which the defense did a great job of doing, it was like our job is done. Now it's your turn.
Yeah.
So without OBJ, game on the line, Super Bowl, the biggest game ever. What are you gonna do? And he did what he needed to do. And I thought it was interesting that he only threw the motherfucking Cooper Kupp. They had Cooper Kupp on lock the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Especially when OBJ went out.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, there were times when 2 or 3 people, there was one throw he threw the Cooper Cup, it was 3 people there. He didn't give a fuck. He was just like, I'm just going to throw this motherfucker. And I didn't even know he did a no-look pass, but that fucking no-look pass,
ridiculous.
That shit was ridiculous. Crazy,
that's his
bro.
thing, though. That's his signature. He's done that a few times.
Yeah.
I saw that. I've been seeing that on tape when he was in Detroit. He had done it a couple times.
But
in crucial moments.
But that one was really nasty because of what he did. What was that, a safety?
It was a safety came
What
up,
he did to that safety, because the safety was like, oh, I got one. No, you don't. The way he put it right behind him. And here's the crazy part about all of that, right? And this is why I say quarterback is by far the hardest thing to do in sports. Obviously, you got O-line, D-lineman, 300-pound behemoths in front of you, all trying to hit you to some degree. Then you got this probably 4.5, 4.4 speed guy bowing down on your tight end. Like, oh, I'm about to get one. And you have to look this guy dead in the eye and throw it right behind him. And the level of agility, because you still see that the safety still has the wherewithal to try to reach. He could have, if he would have tipped it, it would, you know what I'm saying? That could potentially been an incomplete pass, but to complete that. But did you see the other angle?
Yeah.
The angle where you're like looking at Matt Stafford?
Yeah, I saw
Oh my God. Like he didn't even look that way at all. Bruh, that was amazing.
It was on the spot.
With heat on it.
Damn.
That thing has some mustard on that.
And the crazy part about, I think that's the same play. I'm like, Van Jefferson was wide fucking open. He didn't even give a damn. He said, I'm not
I seen that too. I was like, bro, this dude was he was right there. I'm like, he was like, no.
He didn't give a fuck, but he said, I gave your ass
He did, because there was that one pass where it looked like, I think it went into his hands and he just dropped it or some shit. He was like, all right,
he said, I've been throwing to everybody,
man.
man.
Give Van a pass, man. Van
Van got a ring. Fuck all that,
bro. Van had a baby that night.
Nah, Shelton,
He dropped the baby too.
He was thinking about his wife in labor, man. That's what
OBJ had a baby. His girl was
Van had
expecting
that
too.
night.
Nah, Van was terrible. He couldn't get any separation. He couldn't
I think
get
it was Van.
open.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah, it was like, damn, bro.
Yeah,
but
he had a rough one.
But nah, not Hall of Fame, no. But I think.
So is he not in talks though?
No,
he's not a friend
talk because you wasn't talking
talking
about him before.
All the pundits are saying it. So
I just
smoke this fire.
I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying I think we got to mention him. I just think we got to mention him.
Nah,
I saw somebody say, who did I hear say it? Somebody today said 3 or 4 more seasons like this before he's.
Yeah, you got to prove yourself.